Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the man behind the bar and your hostess with the mostest, Care Bear Kieran, and I'm joined here with the creator of this show, the man wearing all tan, the man wearing accessories galore, as all good rich Nigerian men do. Emmanuel Acho in the building. How we doing today?
Is it exclusively a Nigerian thing? Is it a rich thing?
Accessorized, bro. We got to
atone for some things.
Nah, it's the gold on the skin. It's cool. It's cool. We also are joined here by 2-5.
2-5.
2 Live.
2 Live.
I'm talking about a future Hall of Famer.
He in the building.
He's going to opt for that. He's going to take out that green jacket and get a gold one on there. He's wearing that green proudly because he is the Philadelphia Eagles all-time leading rusher. One of the shiftiest backs to ever play the game, LaShawn.
Talk about it.
Shady.
Talk about
McCoy
it.
in the building.
Oh, I tell you what, man, you've been real honest today. Real honest.
Yeah.
I like that.
I have to be. Absolutely. All right. We got a lot to get to today, fellas. We had a great slate of games. Monday night doubleheader.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and talk about the one that just ended. The Bears take down the Commanders. What an amazing game. Was this a good Bears win or a bad Commanders loss?
Terrible Commanders loss.
Yeah.
Wow.
Terrible Commanders loss. Commanders had this game in a balance. It's 24-22 with the Commanders driving 2-5, and then the Commanders had a self-inflicted fumble. You know, in sports, oftentimes we use that word turnover way too liberally. In reality, there's takeaways and there's giveaways. Though they're both turnovers, a takeaway, a defender had to come in, rip it out, make a miraculous interception, punch a ball loose. A giveaway is what the Commanders did. They literally just fumbled in exchange. I'll let the Hall of Fame running back to my right talk about how that happens, but the Commanders just gave that game away. Jaden Daniels outperformed Caleb Williams. The Commanders' offense, in my mind, outperformed the Bears' offense, but you can't just fumble the game away both literally and figuratively. I think they had 3 total turnovers on the day the Commanders did. Completely gave that game away 2-5.
Dang, man, we could be so cool and so different. I got to go with the Bears. This is a great win.
Really?
Wow. Listen, I was on the phone with my son, and he's like, man, the NFL's rigged, man. How they fumble the ball? I said, son, it ain't nothing easy, right? It didn't just happen. They did that.
Yeah.
You fumbled, and we recovered it. And they went down there, they ran the ball well, and they kicked the field goal. DeAndre Swift played excellent. Caleb Williams is getting better. He's still trying to find his way. Even though he had 252 yards, he still was kind of finding his way. But anyway, the defense played good enough. They found a way to get a stop. They found a way to drive the ball and get a field goal and win.
But to my thing, though, if you have 3 turnovers and you still are driving to put the game away, that's why, to me, it was a terrible Commanders loss. 2-5, you have a turnover. You have, I think, 2 turnovers in the first quarter, if not the first half, and then you have a turnover to end your possession. Like, the Commanders also, you can't afford to lose this game. Remember, Jaden Daniels already missed a couple games this year, thus you dropped more games than you should have at this point in time. Commanders are sitting here, 2-3, if I'm not mistaken. They could not afford to lose this game. This is not a game that you can afford to lose when you're looking around and all of a sudden the Giants look like they're competent. When you're looking around and there are NFL teams that aren't supposed to be good, NFC teams that aren't supposed to be good, that are now all of a sudden good. Like the Seattle Seahawks, they look good. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they look great. The San Francisco 49ers, they're still staying afloat. If the Commanders want to make that wild card spot, which they're probably going to have to make given that the Philadelphia Eagles usually find a way to figure it out, you can't find a way to drop this game in my mind.
Yeah, I heard that. You got a good point there. I just got to give credit to the Bears, though, man. They've been a bad franchise for a long time.
Did they impress you today, though? Like, nothing Caleb did impress me. DeAndre Swift went crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy. I think he had 160 total yards. But nothing Caleb did impressed me at all.
That's cool, though, right? It's going to be games like that. But the name of the game is to win.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might not look impressive. There's sometimes in games where you're supposed to lose and you win. There's games you're supposed to win and you lose. So I take every win with that, hey, you got to have it.
Yeah.
Because anything can happen in this game.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. They had a field goal block, right?
Yep.
They could have took the lead with that one.
Yep.
And then to come down there and the plays they made with DeAndre Swift, for you to have a 55-yard passing touchdown, you had to break a tackle.
Really good point.
That matters, though.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes in football, we think it's just given. No. You got to go out there and earn it. And I think everything they got today, they earned, even that little bit of fumble they had there.
DeAndre Swift, y'all mentioned, looked absolutely incredible tonight. He went crazy. He was involved in some trade rumors amongst the Bears fan base. And they had this tweet pulled up. After he heard these trade rumors, boy, turned into Walter Payton after that. This was a really impressive performance by the Bears. And I think Ben Johnson
You're hitting the nail on the head. That's why I cut you off. Apologies. Is if the Bears can lean on Swift more, they can go significantly further. What I've learned through watching Caleb Williams play maybe 20 games now is Caleb isn't the type of quarterback yet, maybe he'll never be, that he's just going to put the team on his back. He's not going to throw for 400 yards and a win. You know, he might throw for 400 yards and a loss, but Caleb's not putting the team on his back. But what you can do, depend on the running game, lean on the running game, very similar to what the Atlanta Falcons did today with Bijan Robinson. We'll get to that momentarily. Lean on the running game, lean on Swift, let Caleb make a couple plays. Caleb, don't turn the ball over. Bears defense, do what y'all do, and the Bears can win some football games. This game, we will look back at and realize this game probably dictated playoff seeding. We're going to look back at this game and realize this was one of the more important games of the season because the Bears are now 3-2 instead of 2-4, and the Commanders are now 3-3 instead of 4-2. I mean, this was a massive football game that we're talking about. It got hidden on a second Monday night game, a massive football game.
I don't want to run before I can walk, right? And I don't want to walk before I can crawl.
Okay.
The Bears ain't going to the playoffs though. Like in real life.
Shay, there's more parity in the league right now than ever.
Look, hey man, listen. So I know you read a lot of books and all these conversations you have. Let's have this conversation. They are not going to the playoffs.
I don't see why not at this point.
I would put my paycheck on it. And
I know what you make.
And since you're the one that paid the check, yo, but think about that. Like the Bears in the playoffs. When I watched the team play, right?
Yeah.
I will say Ben Johnson has done a great job of getting like the different run schemes, right? Getting DeAndre Swift in space. But other than that, if it's not some screen plays, if it's not the running game, and it's not my man scrambling around, they don't really move the ball. What I'm saying, when you talk about like going to the playoffs, they're not going to the playoffs.
I won't argue with you on
crazy.
that because they truly might not.
Nah.
Can we have the conversation I've been trying to have for the last 6 months? And it's not necessarily realistic if you look microscopic, but if you look macro, it is. Jaden Daniels going into his second season after 6 weeks of play. Commanders are sitting at 3-3. Now, he's not sophomore slumping. He played well today.
And he's been hurt.
No doubt about it.
Okay.
But availability is the best ability. In a world, Shady McCoy, where the Commanders end up missing the playoffs, imagine how big a dent that is on Jaden Daniels. That's why I was like, yo, we can't run and crown him so quickly. Like we can't sit here and praise him like a god so quickly. You tell me real quick, was the fumble his fault or not? His fault or running back?
That was his fault. That was his fault.
So
that was his fault.
Jaden Daniels responsible for 2 turnovers, one of which lost the game. You know what I mean? 3 passing touchdowns, shout out to you. But Jaden Daniels had an interception, and then Jaden Daniels fumbled a easy running back exchange. Yeah. And we wanted to jump to proclaim that he was a top 5 quarterback before the season. No slight to Jaden Daniels. He's absolutely phenomenal. But all I'm simply saying is we have to wait to see more. 3-3 after week 6. This is what C.J. Stroud did last year, and we said, sophomore slump.
Yeah.
He ain't C.J. Stroud.
He's having a better year than C.J.
And, I mean, his best receiver not even out there. Terry McLaurin ain't even out there.
True. True.
Listen.
But you always say we don't do that.
Listen.
We don't do all these excuses.
It's okay. It's been 6 games.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
just slow down. I know we want to make Baker, Joe Montana, and Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. I get that. And I know we want to act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even shot quarterback, but we got to relax a little bit, please. We get into the prisoner of the moment. This kid is a good quarterback.
No doubt.
Right. It's only game 6, and he's been hurt.
Yeah.
And his number 1 receiver, well, we watched him last year, Terry McLaurin, get crazy busy with him. So let him get back.
Okay.
And let's get rolling.
Well, let me ask you this then, at least.
In 3 games, your mind can change.
And I don't know. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I think Jaden Daniels is a really good quarterback. I can't say he's elite yet. Not a long enough sample size. But are you worried about the Commanders yet?
To be honest, they're not really that good of a team. What makes them good is that Terry makes these plays. Defense plays well enough to hold them off for Jaden to go out there and ball out. Yeah. If you look at last year in the playoffs, right, they did go beat, was the number 1 seed? Was it number 2 seed?
Beat the Detroit Lions.
Number 2 seed, Detroit Lions in Detroit. But, yo, they put up mad points. The defense didn't stop nobody, right? So, like, I think he makes them so good and relevant that we think the Commanders are a good team. They're okay. Yeah. They have a superstar quarterback and some good players around him and wide receiver.
And if the superstar quarterback doesn't play like a superstar, well, first let's start here. If the superstar quarterback doesn't play, you're in trouble.
There you go.
First check.
That's a start.
Second check. If the superstar quarterback doesn't play like a superstar, you're in trouble. It's now been 3 games.
I'm not worried about that part, though. I'm not worried about that part. Because I've seen guys where they might start late, right? If through injuries, they get more healthy. And then they start rolling. I've seen that. He's good like that, where you trust him. You get what I'm saying? As a coach, you know what? I play with players where, dang, he's looking a little rusty. He's not looking the same. He's hurt. In 2-3 weeks, he's gonna be back. We're gonna be rolling again.
Fair. Everybody, I heard the chat's already lit, big dog. I heard we got 2,000 in here almost
chat,
already.
The
What
chat
they
is
talking
going
about, G?
crazy.
What they talking about,
No,
G?
the first chat of the night actually.
Fly was fly?
It disappeared, but I remember it. He said Magic City is the greatest sixth man in all of NFL, or the greatest 12th man in all of NFL history. Them boys from Buffalo weren't ready to come down to P Valley. Magic
cheek,
City
right
get
cheek,
crazy.
left cheek.
No, we had some other ones. Red Hood. Red Hood called you out, Shady.
What Red Hood say?
About this Bills and Falcons game we're about to get to. He said, Shady, you better get on Josh like you do with Lamar and Joe. He's the fraud MVP, and Diggs is proving every hater that said the Bills don't need him looking real dumb right now. The Patriots are back.
That's Red Hood.
Yeah, that Red Hood said that.
Wait.
That was a lot.
Red
That was a
Hood.
lot.
I don't never diss Lamar.
I think you need. Well, he dissed Josh and Josh's franchise.
No,
I think you need to address Red
Hey
Hood.
man, it's a bump in the road. What are they 4-2?
4-2.
Bump in the road. If you guys think that the freaking Patriots, Drake May is going to be the AFC East champs, I'd like to gamble that and bet that.
Yeah.
Right? It's a bad game. We play bad. I will say this about the Bills, and I've been saying it since last year. He doesn't have enough. Right? We talk about Baker Mayfield, how so good he is and the way he's playing, but he got some weapons. He got some weapons over there. And I look at the Bills, he got a solid offensive line. He got some cool tight ends and a really good running back. That's it. Every play in the air, he has to extend plays. These guys can't even get open on man coverage.
Yeah.
I know he's MVP. I know how great he is, but he needs some help.
Hey.
Everybody need somebody. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Definitely. I hear you.
Can we talk for a moment for real though? The Buffalo Bills are in significant trouble because Josh Allen has to do entirely too much.
Everything.
You lost to the Patriots because Dalton Kincaid had to be your number one wide receiver, and he's a tight end. Now this game, you don't have Dalton Kincaid. You don't have Curtis Samuel. It took a while for James Cook to get going early on in that game, and Josh Allen is having to put the entire team on his back with the leading receiver being Shakur. Dalton Knox makes the most important receiving play of the game when he catches a 19-yard touchdown. Josh Allen is having to do entirely too much. That last interception Josh Allen threw where the Buffalo Bills ultimately lost the game, he scrambles right, he backpedals, he scrambles left, ball gets tipped because he's rolling to his left, throwing to his right, Falcons catch it, game over. But before that, Josh Allen had to make a miraculous 21-yard scramble while simultaneously pointing out and directing traffic. The Bills are asking Josh Allen to be Superman every single game, but there's a reason Superman had the alter ego of Clark Kent, so he could recover.
Yeah.
Right,
Josh never has the opportunity to recover.
Yeah, I think this is the most frustrated I've ever seen Josh Allen after one of the most frustrated I've seen him after a regular season game.
Yeah,
you see him right here just showing the frustration on the sideline, grabbing the helmet, and then we do have some audio from him after the game.
Oh, what'd he say? What'd he
right
say?
here
What'd he
as
say?
well.
Turn us up, Ron.
I'll go ahead and let you guys
What'd he
take a listen.
say?
Yeah, I mean, they had a good plan. Looks like they, came off the bye week and got the game plan us quite a bit. And again, I got to be better and seeing the things that they're trying to do to us and make adjustments accordingly.
See, I hate this, Shady. I hate this. They didn't have a good plan. It doesn't take a good plan to beat the Buffalo Bills. It takes some moderately good cornerbacks. You play press man. You balance your pass rush lane so Josh Allen can't escape the pocket. And you say, beat us one-on-one. Keon Coleman, he can't do it. That's a good point. You say, beat us one-on-one, Shakur. He can't do it. You say, beat us one-on-one, Dawson Knox. He can't do it. You say, beat us one-on-one, Shavers. He can't do it. You say, beat us one-on-one, beat us one-on-one, beat us one-on-one, and nobody can do it. That wasn't a good game plan. Right? Raheem Morris, Shady knows him well. I know him well. We went out to Rams practice 2 years ago when he was a Rams defensive coordinator. That wasn't a phenomenal game plan. You play press man against the Buffalo Bills. You dare them to beat you. They can't. Then you balance the pass rush lane so Josh Allen can't escape the pocket, and you make Josh Allen throw to cover receivers. They can't win.
No, you said it excellent.
It wasn't a good game.
And you know
plan.
what's funny is because I remember when we play certain teams, right? The first thing you say is, okay, who scares us?
Yeah, talk
who
about
scares you? And then you look over the Bill. There's nobody that can really scare you. You got Cooks, he scares you. You got Josh out, and that's it. So the game plan ain't much. You don't have to watch it for a lot of things. And then other things, like you can't really get super creative because you don't have the personnel to do it. I thought that Keon Coleman would be another step, right? Size, speed.
Bro, it's embarrassing.
Why? I ain't going to go that far.
I have to. Let me do it.
It takes some time. You know, certain people might take more.
Here's why I have to go that far.
You don't care about that?
Number one, remember, I think last game he got benched at the start of the game for one reason or another, showing up late, something immature. Then, now I'm just annoyed. So now you show up to the stadium today, like shirtless with a chain. Now I'm just annoyed. You know what I mean? Like open shirt and no undershirt up with a chain. So now you got suspended for acting immature. Now you're showing up, and now I'm already just annoyed. Now I'm already off put. Then you catch the ball. Josh Allen throws you like one pass early on in the game, and you don't get forward and get yards. You go back. Like, Shady, what's the first thing usually offensive sideline yells when a receiver catches a ball?
Get upfield. Get up.
Y'all hear him?
And you know what's funny is you can tell a team that's not, and I can't say this because they are coached well. I think he's had a brain fart, you know.
Yeah.
But teams that's coached well, right? You catch the ball, you get north right away.
Yes.
Right? That's the first thing they teach you. But hold up. He had the shirt on with the chain.
It was Keon Coleman, just a shirt and a chain and like open joint. And normally I wouldn't care. I don't care. I'm not the outfit police. But at the point in which you're a sophomore in the NFL, it's your second season, and you're being penalized for signs of immaturity, I don't want nothing stupid. Just show up professional. Because now you
and
just
if you're
look
gonna
young.
do that, at least you got ball.
Correct.
Because I've been late before.
Talk about
and
it.
I say, damn, man, I gotta have 100 yards. Andy Reid gonna kill me. You know what I mean? So I get it.
Because like at this point, if Keon Coleman can't take the next step, Josh Allen has nobody America. He has Dalton Kincaid as his number one wide receiver, and he's a tight end, and he's hurt. So like, and also now you also asking James Cook to do too much.
But not even that. It's a point where you get to a game, and I always say to Andy Reid, he says, I need my best players to play better than their best players. If you really watch this game, did you see Bijan Robinson? We going up against the Buffalo Bills, and everybody in the world think we're going to lose. How are we going to win? We're going to go to our best player. When you look at the Bills, they can't do that. Yeah. Right? Last week, the Bills lost to the Patriots. When the game got close and they need to get drives and first downs, who you going to go to? Stephon Diggs.
Correct.
Everybody has somebody I can go to. That's why I'm really not worried about the Commanders, because when Terry comes back, Jaden Daniels has somebody I can go to.
Yeah.
Even we make this big deal about A.J. Brown and all that, right? But when we needed to throw the ball, and we were down on points. We're going to go to A.J. Brown. He's going to make plays. Everybody in the league has somebody like that.
Let me ask you this.
The Bills.
Is it fair to say these are the same old Buffalo Bills? And what I mean by that is really good team, going to win 2 playoff games, maybe 1 playoff game if things go bad, probably going to host a playoff game, going to clearly win the division more than likely unless the Patriots pull off a miracle, but aren't going to make the Super Bowl run because they don't have enough guys.
I truly believe that. I think they don't have enough personnel. They don't have no real gangsters on the defense. Yeah. At least if your offense is not super power with superstars, you got some guys on defense. Ed Oliver's a good one, but they don't have a lot of. They really don't. And on offense, I think they'll go far because of Josh Allen and Cook. So they go to the playoffs, and Josh will make some plays, and Cook will do his thing, and they'll win some games because they have them guys. But when you play elite versus elite, and you need your superstars to play better than their superstars, they don't have a lot of superstars. Yeah. They don't.
So then why?
Coaching can only go so far.
Correct.
And McDermott is a great coach.
But to me, the Bills are wasting their time. And I hate to say that they're wasting Josh Allen's prime, but like at the point in which you don't have a dominant number one wide receiver and you traded away Stephon Diggs, at the point in which you don't have any superstar playmakers on the defense, you're really just going to be a really good team. But I got taught this by a Hall of Fame coach, Care Bear. I want to tell you all this as well. They said good is the enemy of great. And people get so content being good that they never become great. The Buffalo Bills are really good. Really good. And because they're really good, I'm not sure that they will ever be elite. Because they're just like, well, Josh Allen, we're going to be 13-4. We're going to be 12-5. We're going to win the division. I think the Bills have won the division maybe 6 years straight. But good is the enemy of great. Eventually, the Bills have to take the step towards being elite. And you could blame.
But they close, though. See, that's the thing, though. When you so close, right, you always got a chance. Because all it takes is a trade.
I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
You think they're close?
No.
How they not close? You just said that they're going to win 2 playoff games a year.
Because
so now all you missing is that last superstar wide receiver.
Shady, but
that next superstar draft pick wide receiver. When we've been watching, the reason why guys are not going crazy about these trades and free agency getting wide receivers because the last 6 years, maybe even 7 years of getting first round wide receivers has been hitting.
But you taught me this.
So they close.
You taught me this. The gap between winning a Super Bowl and getting to the Super Bowl is not one game. It's not one game. You know what I mean? Like the difference between winning and losing week 5 and winning and losing an NFC or AFC championship game is not one game. You know, like the Commanders were in the NFC championship game last year. They were not close to being as good as the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, yeah, the Buffalo Bills, they've been close to beating the Chiefs in theory, But how come they lose every time? Because clearly that gap is wider than we think. That gap isn't just, do it, Kels, do it, Kels. That gap isn't just 13 seconds. That gap is a play call that Andy Reid is always going to make. That gap is a pass that Patrick Mahomes is always going to throw. That gap is a tackle that the Chiefs are always going to make. So while the Bills appear close, I'm just not convinced they're actually all that close. Because if they were, don't you think they would have crossed the threshold?
I will say, and I'm off this topic, but he's so good on TV, though. You see how they did all that?
Yeah, it was good.
Listen, you gonna have all these people. You can't get me like that, though. That's some bull. Yo, you telling me Josh Allen on the road, go to Kansas City as loud as hell, and you beat up on the Chiefs, had a flawless game. You leave your defense 13 seconds and you lose.
They can't get the job
You're not
done.
about to sell me on that.
I'm
I ain't trying to hear.
That's a defensive thing, though.
No,
They do get
come
out coached
on,
by
man.
Andy Reid every time.
Think
Bro.
about it. The same thing happened in the playoffs last year. The very same thing happened in the playoffs last year.
If that Chiefs game and the Bills and Chiefs, if that happens 10 times, 9 out of 10 times the Bills win that game.
But here's the problem.
I don't care what y'all tell me.
It's already
Andy
happened
Reid
4 times.
is
Correct.
my man.
4 times and they lost every time.
Y'all not hear what I'm saying to y'all.
I hear you.
I'm saying that particular game.
Yeah.
And I don't care who it is, you put a poll up for that. If they play that game not 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, that same scenario, they win that game.
That's how losers talk. That's really good being the enemy of great, Shady. If you say, hey, if we were to play it again, we would have won.
Yeah.
If I would have got her again, give me a second chance to ask her out. She gonna say yes this time. I stumbled over my words. I said, what's your number? If I would have just got it out smoother, she would have gave me them digits. Stop with the hypotheticals, 2-5. They've played it 4 times. They've lost. Dude, that's what's happened.
I just told you that same game. The same game.
He's not listening. YouTube, he's not listening. Don't worry about it. He's not listening.
YouTube is dropping some hater comments. We had now Adam Smith dropped a $20 super chat. He said Bills are not as good as their record says they are. They played nobody. Their best win is a 1-5 Ravens, and they benefit from playing a cupcake schedule. I don't think they have enough firepower to go far this year.
Whoa.
He's right about the firepower, but see, this is nothing I go back to.
Are they as good as their record? Hold on, don't skip by that one. That Jacket Fresh, by the way, 2-5. I don't know why I
they
said
are.
it. Jacket Fresh.
When does like a resume matter? Like when's a guy like Josh Allen being the MVP, being like that matter? When does a guy like Sean McDermott being a really, really coach matter? I mean, serious, like they're 4-2. I'm not surprised. They're always gonna be a winning team because they're a good team. They're coached very well.
Oh.
They just can't get to the big dog game because they don't have another big dog other than Josh Allen.
I just got a super chat that I know y'all like. This is a Mr. 5-star Stunner said
5 stars. Stunner.
Yeah, he said
What
so
a
Josh
name.
gets excuses, but Lamar just can't do it, and he has played with a lot less talent on that offense.
I love Lamar, so I'll
man.
let Acho do the hating on this.
And it's not even hating for me. It's like Josh and Lamar get that same conversation. The conversation Josh is getting right now is the conversation Lamar got 3 years ago, before Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
It's the conversation Lamar got 3 years ago, before they drafted Zay Flowers in the first round, Rashad Bateman in the first round. Albeit Rashad Bateman didn't materialize. But the conversation we're having about Josh Allen is the conversation we had about Lamar before he got Kyle Hamilton, before they traded for Roquan Smith. Like, these aren't the same thing.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens team is an incredible team. Prior to this year, they just haven't executed. The Buffalo Bills team, what are we talking about?
man, you can't name-
How many players on the Buffalo Bills would start for the Baltimore Ravens?
That's a great-
Deion Dawkins?
Yeah.
Outside of Deion Dawkins, who else is starting? Dalton Kincaid? Mark Andrews might get the nod.
Yeah, Mark
so
Andrews got it for that.
Yeah.
who is starting? So we can't have these Lamar Josh conversations.
Can I ask you a question? No,
Yes, sir, please.
If Josh played with the Ravens these last 3 years,
Would have won a Super Bowl.
I feel the same way.
Josh would have won the Super
Same
Bowl in
way.
2024 when the Ravens hosted the Chiefs.
Yeah, with the
at
number
the
one
bank with the
defense,
number
yeah.
one defense. Josh would have won the Super Bowl.
14
then.
points ain't beating Josh.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, nah.
Hell no.
I absolutely
In no
agree with
world, in no country.
Yeah, no. We also got another $5 super chat. I love this idea, Ryan. He said AJ Brown going to get traded to the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills is funny. I just thought, but yeah, I like AJ Brown going to the Bills.
I mean,
Get him off the Eagles.
that would be
That's my
crazy.
bird. So but Josh, my
That's
baby.
both your teams.
That would be crazy.
I love the Bills.
Yeah.
But you know, if you cut me, you know it's gonna come out.
Hey, it's
look,
great.
real quick. If AJ Brown go to the Bills, because not only is he a great wide receiver, he fits that what's the word I'm looking for?
What they're missing.
Culture and
That
all
culture.
that. Yeah.
Right? He's tough. He's physical. He's about that action.
Yeah.
He's not really a talker for him. He might read a book here and there. Right?
Yep.
We like books. Anyway, but he's not a real talker. Josh ain't really a talker. In the locker room, I know he talks, but he ain't talk to y'all.
Yeah.
They get to that action on that field. Oh my God. I can't even. We can't do that. Who said that? Who said that?
Yeah,
Who said that?
that was Ryan Nelson. with that
Ryan
super
Nelson,
chat.
look, man. Hey, relax, please.
Hey, I heard the super chat still up. We got
super chat still going
we got
crazy.
$50 super chat.
We got a 50 peso super chat from Eric Kingdom.
They got us.
They got us.
They
Said
got
the
us.
best team right now in the AFC is the Colts, and the best team in the NFC right now is the Buccaneers. Are these dark times in the NFL? And did you ever think this could happen?
You know what's crazy? The NFL has more parity than it's ever had before, and I think it's phenomenal for the league. At the point in which the Bucs have the best record in the NFC, the Colts have the best record in the AFC, the Colts are led by Daniel Jones, the Bucs are led by Baker Mayfield. I think this is as good as possible because now the games are going to be as interesting as they've ever been for as long as they've ever been. We're going to go into December and January with teams that are usually afterthoughts having legitimate, viable playoff chances. Like we're going to be in December and January wondering who's going to win the NFC North. Because that is going to be so complicated and tied between the Packers and the Lions and the Vikings. We're going to be wondering and asking so many good questions deep into the season. Now, the dilemma is what Shady always talks about. Come playoff time, I do believe the likes of Daniel Jones will revert to Daniel Jones. So shout out to a great record through 6 weeks. But come playoff times, I'm still betting on Andy Reid and I'm still betting on Josh Allen.
I'm excited to see the shelf this week.
I didn't say-
You have been a Colt denier. You have been a Colt denier.
I never said that. You just put a word in my mouth.
Playoffs.
I never said they chose to be bad at playoffs. I never said that. You see what I'm saying? Is it believable? See? It's believable. I didn't even say that. Here's what I will say, though. You know why I love the way that the Colts are playing and
Talk
that
to
the
me.
Bucs are playing?
Yes, sir.
This is why we live in America. It's the land of free. Anything is possible. Don't matter how bad you started. It matters how good your ending is and the way you finish. And if you look at the way that they like Daniel Jones, I didn't know this is even possible from anybody from
Let
Duke.
me ask you this, Shady.
And now he balling.
Who's the best team? Forget the records. I don't care about the records. Who's the best team in the AFC right now?
You take your pick from the Chiefs or the Bills.
Okay.
Yeah, resume matters to me.
Okay.
I always say this: when you have to take out your money out your account, right, and you got to bet on somebody, you gonna put your money on the Colts and Daniel Jones.
Yeah, no.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm not doing that.
You put your mortgage on it. You ain't gonna do that,
I'm not doing it.
right? Same with the Bucks. Would you put your mortgage on Baker Mayfield and the Bucks? He playing the MVP level. This should be a yes for all y'all. For me, no. I'm going with the Eagles. I want the Eagles.
I hear you. We got a $10 super chat from Fly BZ. He said the resume doesn't matter until it's Dak. Then we have to dissect everybody who he beat. Shady, cut it out. Yes, he's great in the regular season.
But that's part of the resume, though. He's always great in the regular season. Then in the playoffs, he just doesn't be good.
That's
Like,
fair. Hey,
I hear you.
Go ahead, Care Bear. What's
Nah,
next?
so look, we also speaking of finishing good, let's talk about Bijan Robinson today. Bijan, whatever you want to call him, he was busting people's ass out there on the football field. He got a shout out from the greatest athlete of all time, my glorious king, LeBron James. I'm gonna have to text Bijan about that. Congratulations, man. That your career has been made. For getting all pro. LeBron tweeted about you mid game. That's amazing. Shady, you ever get LeBron tweeting about you?
Probably. If he like nice dudes, that's nice. Probably.
Yeah, nah.
But pause with LeBron.
Yeah, no.
You got a lot going on over there with
Nah,
Paul.
that's crazy. That's crazy. No, look, how far do y'all think Bijan can take this Falcons team? Because it really is just all on him. He's been amazing, though.
Before we get to the I'll let him get to the Falcons and all that. I like to talk about the running back.
Talk about it.
Listen, I said this 2 years ago, right? Because Saquon was the man last year. And I said, yo, Bijan Robinson is so good. In 3 years, it's going to be his league. I don't know if there's a running back better than him.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why. He can block. You ain't taking him out on third downs because he can block. And he can run routes and he can catch. And he can cut. He shake you, make you miss stiff arm, and he'll run you over. There's not a running back in the league like him. He does everything from point A to B to C to D. He does everything your running back you need. If you had to draw up a running back, it would be him. There's nobody in the league that can do everything he does.
He the most complete back in football right now?
Tell me somebody that's more complete than him.
Dang.
And I'll tell you why.
Okay, let me elevate the conversation. Is he the most complete running back in the last 10, 15 years? Let me take it even further. Like, how good is
he's
Bijan?
only been playing for, 3 years?
Yeah.
I can't.
Skill set. I'm not talking about what he's accomplished. When you talk about catching out the backfield, vision, balance.
I won't do that.
Okay.
Because I respect resumes. Like Christian McCaffrey, you talk about complete.
Yeah.
He's been complete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's guys that's been dominant. Saquon was dominant. Derrick Henry's been dominant. But if you talk about complete, that's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When a coach game plans, he's gonna say, all right, we're gonna use Bijan because he can do everything. compared to, we're going to let Derek, run hard with the power.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Shady, here's what's crazy. I'll be watching the Baltimore Ravens games, and there's nothing more infuriating than seeing Derrick Henry come off the field on third down. And I'm like, how do y'all have a top 3 running back in football, the second highest paid running back in football? The third down is the most important down in all of football. We literally refer to it as money down. We practice it more intently at practice than any other down in all of football, and Derrick Henry's off the field. Derrick Henry doesn't play in 2 minutes. Derrick Henry comes off in the most important times of the games, but Bijan Robinson, that's when he excels. So I think, Shady, you on to something, bro. I think you're on to something.
Yeah, no, I mean, we have his stats up right here. He has been unbelievable in all purpose.
Come on, man, look at this.
124. Sheesh. He's not had more than 25 touches in any game so far this season, and he has 822 total yards through 5 games.
822 total?
822 total through 5 games.
And to be real with you, and then sometimes, he steps out and let my other backups get in there. I've seen it. Because I bet on him, like, man, hey, wait, we need 3 more yards. Get your butt back in there. That dude's special, though.
Is he like Marshall Faulk from a game perspective? Ooh. Is it fair to say?
Not yet.
Okay.
We talk Marshall Faulk.
Marshall Faulk.
Ain't too many people better than Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk was crazy. And he did it for so long. Yeah. Brother had 1,000 yards receiving and rushing, right? Yeah. And had, mad touchdowns.
Yeah.
Marshall different.
Fair.
But he's on that way.
Yeah, I will say this. Bijan Robinson, it's only been 6 weeks, so let me not jump off the hyperbole train because I'm going to upset Shady with what I'm about to say. But Bijan Robinson in this season, it reminds me of what Adrian Peterson did with the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow. No, for sure.
Yeah, because remember, Adrian Peterson drugged a Minnesota Vikings team that wasn't really all that talented at the time. I believe it was to a 12-4 record. I think that's when Adrian Peterson won NFL MVP, 2,096 rushing yards, if I'm not mistaken, and he carried that team to the playoffs. 2012 was the season. That's the last time I think a running back won NFL MVP. That's what it feels like Bijan's doing today. The only reason the Falcons won this game was because of Bijan Robinson. Yeah. Not only early with that 81-yard touchdown run, it was blocked well, but Cole Bishop makes that tackle on probably 80% of running backs in football. But then the second half, you leaned on Bijan Robinson in the running game, you leaned on Bijan Robinson in the passing game. So Bijan's ability to both be the second leading receiver on his team, a team that has first-round picks in Drake London and first-round picks in Kyle Pitts, plus Bijan's ability to rush for 160 yards in a game where he catches 70 receiving yards, he's different.
And he's the Bills. And another thing about Bijan Robinson is he should be up for MVP. We want to pray and give these quarterbacks all this love and respect after 6 games. He needs some of that. 822 in 6 games? 5 games? Come on, that's crazy.
Now, he has 107 touches on the season right now, and in those touches, he's averaging 7.7 yards.
Come on, yo. He is the only good thing from Texas even walking.
Okay.
I didn't even know they had. No, real talk. Hey, I got this.
Even walking?
What's wrong with this dude?
He's right there.
What's wrong with this dude?
He's your friend, Shane.
No,
what's wrong with this dude?
What I'm saying is, I didn't know that Texas had good football players like this anymore. I mean, you guys.
Hey, you kill his mic when he starts talking like this. I told y'all.
Come on, man.
I told y'all.
Boss's orders.
Come on, man.
No, but you agree with that, though. Texas don't make good football players no more. No, that's dead. It's not over.
Shady. Texas made Xavier Worthy.
No, I'm talking about elite guys.
We got some elite guys.
Texas has elite.
Bijan elite. Oh yeah, I hear you.
You see what I'm saying? Bijan's the last elite guys in the last 6-7 years. They don't do that no more.
Say how many years?
7-8 years.
6.
Yeah, y'all don't do that no
7?
more. They don't really do that no more. Texas.
Got you.
How many Bijans are there in the world?
Very, very little. Very little Bijan.
Shady just he just like hearing himself talk.
Yeah, no.
God, dog. What's next, bro?
Look, moving forward, we talked about the scuffle that happened at the end of the game last night on Sunday night. The depleted Lions secondary room is going to be even lighter come next week as Brian Branch has been suspended 1 game for beating the brakes off of Juju Smith-Schuster.
Can we establish something? Keep that picture there. You know what? Care Bear, do this.
Yeah.
Go find my response to Ryan Clark's tweet and pull up that picture. I tweeted a response.
I'll pull that one out.
If you are Juju25, and Shady taught me this, because Shady be taking boxing classes. I said, Shady, why you be boxing so much? He said, Acho, I be talking on TV now. I know I got to be ready. You never know who going to pull up on you. You know what I'm saying? I got to be ready to throw them hands. Before we get to the suspension, if you're Juju, you can't talk cash if you don't know how to fight. Like, this for y'all at home. This is the most important conversation we're going to have all day. Given how bold everybody is on YouTube, I know in the comments y'all talking reckless. You're cussing somebody out right now in the comments. If you don't know how to throw hands, you got to learn how to be more polite. Because now Juju walking around with a bloody nose, Juju walking around crying with tears in his eyes, Juju walking around, you know what I'm saying, all types of whooped up, and it's only because he didn't know how to fight. There it is right there to the right. There it is right there to the right. I just think people have to learn Juju, because otherwise you're going to end up looking like this. Go ahead, Rome. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
What did Ryan Clay? What did he say?
He just said we got to get this wiped off the internet. I agreed. I said you got to get that wiped off the internet. I mean,
Oh man.
that's a bad pick.
War scars, man. But
Shady,
I will say this: a lot of people they don't really like Juju for some reason.
That's my point.
It's the TikTok stuff he did.
Correct.
So people was like parading about it. But I mean, we are NFL. These are all our brothers. It's brotherhood.
course.
So I'm not happy he got his hands. I don't.
But are you surprised?
It was a bit of a cheap shot, to be honest.
Hell
with you.
no.
I put my hand out to go shake it, and you muff me immediately.
Nah, the reason it's
that's
not a cheap
football,
shot.
though.
Yeah,
The
that's
reason it's
football.
not a cheap shot is because you got to see how Brian Branch. Let's debate this. Pull up. I posted the clip. Now you'll find it. I posted the clip like 8 tweets ago. I want y'all to tell me Brian Branch was in the wrong because cheap shotting somebody's in the wrong. But like Juju, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
Rome, get ready to take it. Like play stupid games, win stupid prizes, bro. Like if you gonna knock Cuz out like you did top of the screen, like if you gonna block him in the back, yeah, it was legal because the refs didn't call it, but it was illegal because it was a block in the back. So like if you gonna cheap shot
That's
him,
football, though. What are we doing? That's football.
if it was an illegal hit, I understand why Brian Branch went back illegally. Now, of course, Brian Branch should get suspended, and Brian Branch shouldn't have punched Juju. But Shady, what also is football is if somebody gets you, I'm gonna get my lick back. Let's not act like we ain't seen this before.
Yeah, it's in the white lines. It's football. It's football.
So are you
football.
are you mad at Brian Branch?
No, it's football.
Okay, and are you mad at Juju?
Nah,
Bet. So
it's football.
We saying the same thing.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest, if
football.
I'm a Lions fan or I'm a Lions coach, I'm very mad at Brian Branch, which is what I saw out of Dan Campbell at the post-game presser. You are extremely depleted. We got Kirby Joseph out there limping off the field, having to walk back out there because you have nobody playing in that defensive backfield. You're one of the best players on this team. Maybe swallow your pride right there. You cannot risk getting suspended.
You might be right, but coach, we had a game last year in playoffs, and you just don't want to take the field goals. We can play this game. You want to play this game?
That's not.
You want
That's
to
not
put
related.
It's what? Put the ego aside, dude. We got the game win. Kick a field goal. We can always point fingers on if you want to do that.
I mean, look.
Come on now.
Should Brian Branch have gotten suspended? Absolutely. Because you can't allow players after games to just come up and throw hands. So should he have gotten suspended? Absolutely. Do I, as a former athlete, understand why Brian Branch did that? Absolutely. Because oftentimes, if the refs aren't going to do their job in refereeing, then I'm going to do my job. And that's what Brian Branch said at his locker after the game. He said, I'm not going to get bullied. If the refs are going to let them cheap shot me, then I'm going to go get my lick back. So do I understand why Brian Branch did what he did? Yes. Am I advocating for Brian Branch doing what he did? No. Should Brian Branch have been suspended? Yes. All those things can be true. And we've seen it before.
But you know what? He got to put that picture, right, in his game room or the man cave, and he show his son, look, son, when somebody bullies you, you do this.
Right there.
Yeah, I like that. It's a lesson, always in a lesson.
Yeah. Shady, do you, because I was thinking about this today. Have you ever had a moment 2-5 where like you knew somebody got you and you was going to go get your lick back?
Yeah,
Now,
I mean,
no one ever really got you, obviously, but like, do you have?
No, but I've had guys, try to. I had a lot of respect on the field for sure. But people would try to do stuff to me, and guess what? I would get them back.
Yeah,
that's part of the game. Oh, you got me? Cool. I'm gonna see you later. I'm definitely gonna see you later.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna do something dirty to you.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Where Brian Branch messed up, if I'm being honest, Care Bear, he got caught. He messed up because he got caught.
Yeah.
Juju cheap shot at Brian Branch and didn't get caught.
Yeah, cheap shot him on the field.
That's how it works, though. It's
You
always
wouldn't
the second
have a
guy.
suspension. You would have cheap shot him
Cheap
on
shot
the
him on
field.
the field.
Yeah,
You would have
have a little scuffle during the game.
during the game.
Yeah, during the game.
During the play.
Afterwards, whenever I'm going to shake your hand, don't start it then, because then
That was dumb.
now it's embarrassing.
I mean,
Correct,
but
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I respect that though.
What part?
Because I've had teammates, and I won't say their names,
Talk to
but
me.
you know who you are. The whole game, y'all fighting. Y'all calling each other out your name. Y'all
Yeah.
talking about each other's mama. This is a lot of wild stuff. And at the end of the game, I see you shake his hand, he shake your hand. I'm like, yo, whoa. Y'all said way too much to be shaking hands.
Yeah.
But that happened. So I respect it. Hey, they call this, the little kids call this standing
Hey,
on
we got
business.
Roma Dunze joining the show. We got Roma
Okay.
Dunze joining the show.
Okay.
We got Chicago Bears wide receiver. He's calling Care Bear. Do not miss this call because you done messed this up
Okay.
before.
Mess y'all
Okay,
up.
you have messed this up before.
Okay.
We got Roma Dunze joining the show. He's literally calling now,
Okay, Ro.
probably from the Bears locker room.
Da
We gonna
Bears.
see. Da Bears.
Da
Hey,
Bears.
y'all on YouTube, you never know. Y'all in for a treat. We literally get players joining shows immediately following games. You don't get this nowhere else. You don't get this nowhere else. A come from behind victory. Last second.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
He calling.
He calling. Okay, there it is. There it is.
All right.
Let's clap it up, 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 clap it up. There he is. There he is.
Look, you know you had to get the hair.
Bro, fresh out of roll bounce right now.
Hey,
He
you
fresh
know
out of
you
roll
had,
bounce.
you know you had a good game when you just got the hair out, bro. Fro already picked out. Fro already, like Michael Jackson. What up, baby?
I'm good, man. Good. Appreciate y'all having me on.
Of course, congrats on the dub, G. Congrats on the dub.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we got that one at the end.
Hey, were you
excited.
ever during the game? Were you ever nervous because obviously the Commanders were driving, and then y'all go back. Y'all know you got to make a play. When did you realize? Oh no, we're gonna come out with this W, Ron?
Man, I mean, I think we have that belief, on the sideline. Honestly, the ups and downs. It was 13-0 at one point, so we was like, shoot, we finna walk away with this thing, boat racing. But obviously it's the NFL, so great teams. They came back, took the lead on us. So I was on the sideline telling the boys like, nah, they finna get a turnover right here. We finna go, take this game. So you always gotta have that belief, especially the way that it rocked last year. You gotta have that belief to the very end. So yes, most definitely.
Hey, Rome, where you from?
I'm from Vegas, bro.
Okay. Nah, because
Yeah.
I love your game, dog, and you carry like you got that swagger. I'm like, where? If you're from the East Coast, I want you to talk about your quarterback. He's always, I guess, he's number one pick, so it comes with the territory. People want to criticize him all the time, right? They give him a little love, but they want to hate on him even more. Tell us some good things about Caleb that people might just not know.
True, man. I think that, there's a plethora of things that he does well, on the field, as a person.
Hold on, Rome. My dog just used the word plethora.
Yeah,
he just used the word plethora. Hey, we got to clap for that.
Come on,
We got to clap for that. We got to clap
Fresh
for
out of
that.
game, use a plethora.
He just used the word plethora. Here's the thing.
Vegas academics is pretty good.
Rome, he asked you where you from, and you said Vegas. You didn't say Nigeria. See, that's the problem. If he would have known you was from Nigeria, that was a Nigerian word.
Oh, okay.
That plethora right there, Shady. That was a Nigerian word. It's okay. Rome, Biko,
for sure.
continue.
The ancestors gave me that one, yeah. Nah, he does a plethora of things good, man. I mean, obviously, first and foremost, he's the leader of this team. You know what I mean? He's on the sidelines the entire game, and like, hey, man, we got this. Keep your head up. Let's continue to execute. Good times and bad times. Looking to put the ball in the end zone. So, it's infectious. The way he goes about it, and then he's calm, cool, collected. So he's on the sideline. And he's a clutch player as well. I don't know what the stats are, but man, when he put the ball in his hands at the end of the game, I think he goes and makes something happen. So I think people know. They just continue to hate. You know what I mean? They you know how they always say. But at some point you don't have to respect.
Oh, my Nigerian brother, I want to ask you one more question though. All right, so you look around y'all offense though, y'all got players though.
Yeah.
Like if you really look at y'all got some players, right? DeAndre Swift is my young boy. He's like that. All that. Yeah. He got that juice, right?
That's your bag?
The wide receiver room. Y'all got a lot of
crazy.
What's it going to take for y'all to be a top-tier offense in this league? Because y'all got all the personnel to do it.
Honestly, man, I think it's just, execution and not shooting ourselves in the foot. I feel like, really the only instances where we really have moved the ball and put the ball in the end zone or score points, is where we shoot ourselves in the foot. Obviously, penalties, pre-snap stuff, silly, ridiculous calls, which I feel like there was some crazy ones tonight. But I feel like that's the only really thing that can stop us. When we all out there and when you execute it, it's a mean machine. So I think there's nothing but ourselves.
Hey, bro, two more quick ones. Your game is nice. You've taken the next step this year, right? You've had to become more of a leader. Last year, I believe y'all had Keenan. Y'all had some other OGs. Now you lead the team in receiving yards. You've done your thing. What did you do to really take that next step, bro? Because everybody's recognizing your game is nice.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I mean, it was a lot of work in the offseason, I think, just continuing to, having that season under my belt. I feel like I now knew the things that I needed to improve on to be a great receiver in this league. So I'm still, continuing to, build on that and, continue to become one of the better receivers in this league. But I feel like, at this point I've, made some noise. So just trying to keep continuing that. But, kudos to the offensive staff and everybody else as well on the team doing their job so I can go out there and make plays.
Hey, last one. Oh, go ahead.
Rome, I'm going to grab a question for you real quick. After the first 2 weeks of the season, Coach Johnson went to the presser and he said, y'all weren't practicing at the level that he felt like y'all needed to be able to turn things around. Y'all have now rattled off 3 straight wins and the schedule's looking better and better the more it goes on. What was the message in the locker room for you guys during that time to kind of get back in rhythm?
Yeah, for sure. I think, it's exactly what he said. Our practice habits wasn't, to a championship level standard. And, that's why we had gone off and lost those couple of games. So we just needed to elevate that. I think that's translated to, Sundays and going out there and playing ball as well. So, that's the leadership that we needed. And that's why he's here. And we appreciate that from him because, he demands excellence from us. And that's everybody in the organization. So, it's what needs to be done. And now we got 3 in a row. We continue to build.
Yeah, last time I talked to you too, you said you could land a plane if in case of emergency. Do you still feel the same way?
Definitely, bro. I'm landing the plane. Like, I'm making sure everybody good. Service is going to continue. Matter of fact, it ain't even an emergency. We're going to land at the desired destination now. It's all good.
You come a long way from Colorado.
So when I come to Vegas, we going to hang out. I got drinks for you. I got some bottles for you. And we're going to take the PJ back to Chicago. You're going to drive.
Most definitely, fam. Okay. Most definitely, yeah. I appreciate your game, though, bro. I appreciate all the kind words. Appreciate your game as well, bro. You're a legend. Appreciate it.
Hey, my dog, salute today. That's Odunze. Hey, stay healthy. Keep balling. We going to get at you next primetime game.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all, boys, man. Be easy.
Salute. Hey, you never know who you're going to get in the speakeasy.
Wait, dang.
What happened, Shady?
How you the man on the show? You ain't telling him what to do. Like, yo, where you at?
I know, because he was in front of a wall, so it wasn't going to look.
You don't know where he was at.
You're right. That's on me. I violated Speakeasy code of conduct.
Y'all don't even do that.
I might have thrown your rhythm off too.
You did.
That's on me. That's on me.
That was a good question though.
I'm telling you, right? It was a great
phenomenal question. Hey, you never know what you're gonna get with a super chat popping.
Yeah, super chat is popping off. We got a $50 super chat
go.
from Trail.
Wait, $50 or $50?
$50. $50. 50 real USD
or just
nah. 50
buckaroos.
What's up, Trail?
50 American bucks.
What'd
he said, Acho, I told you the Titans was gonna fire that coach, and that leads us into our next topic. The Titans today, first head coach has been fired for the season. Brian Callahan has been parted ways with from the Tennessee Titans. Fellas, this feels like it was overdue, in my opinion. It feels like it was a little long overdue, but do you agree with their decision?
Hold on, no, wait. I got to be serious here, though. Trail is the only Titans fans I've ever met
in my life.
I don't even know none, though.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I thought they were all aged out.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Like, I don't even know none.
Fans from Houston.
I thought they all aged out.
That's crazy, but go ahead.
Wow.
I'm torn on this firing. Brian Callahan was an underachiever, and he had already undermined 2 quarterbacks, a second-round pick in Will Levis and a first-round pick, number 1 overall in Cam Ward. However, you're never going to win as a program if you continue to fire people year after year after year. You fired Mike Vrabel. He's obviously a competent head coach. Now you fire Callahan. He's a competent head coach. And when you fire a head coach this early into the season, you implode the entirety of the organization. You fired Callahan, but remember, the offensive line coach is his dad, Bill Callahan. And so now you got Brian Callahan, the head coach, fired. You got Bill Callahan, the offensive line coach, are gone. So how do you anticipate the Titans are supposed to move forward when you've completely imploded and eroded the staff 6 weeks into the season? You've ruined 2 quarterbacks now. You've ruined 2 head coaches now. You are on to 3 general managers because you're going to fire this general manager. So the Titans organization is a complete cluster. Complete.
I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you. I can't even say nothing else. I agree with you. Everything you said plus this, that, the same thing. I agree with you. I can't even say anything.
Do you think, Shady, it would have turned had you given him a 3rd year?
Me, personally, I would have given him 1 more year. Right? You got a new quarterback, right? He's a rookie. He's going to struggle. Your team wasn't good already, you know? So, and now the guy that has the keys to your car or to your team, he's a rookie. Give some time, man. Listen, a while ago, everybody laughed at me. I said, I don't know how good Cam will be because, like, he's the number 1 pick overall, but where did he come from? You spent the year in Miami, right? And then before that, he was at, where was he at?
Washington State.
Washington State. Like, who was he, 2-star, 1-star?
He was a no-star.
You know what I'm saying? For me, that's the issue. This whole draft, right? I'm going to get the quarterback with 0 stars. I can't do that. Because when did you become good? Most of these good quarterbacks, like, they've been good. They've been good for a lot of their career. They've been good. So he's going to take time. Saying all to say this, he's going to take time to get better. You got a struggling team already. Yeah, true. And a rookie quarterback's going to struggle. Give him 1 more year.
The hard part is it's hard to give these coaches an additional year when you're watching the NFL pass you by. Yeah. Like, this is a year to sneak into the playoffs. Yeah. The Colts are the 1 seed in the AFC, led by Daniel Jones. Like, at the point in which
season makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
This season makes no sense.
At the point in which the Colts are the 1 seed and they're in your division, you kind of got to fire them. if Daniel Jones can lead the Colts to a 5-1 record, you need more than one win, Callahan. You need more than one. So I get it, Shady. It's like, how are we just going to be sorry all year? Are we just going to sit here and be sorry?
Yes, that happens with good teams. Yes, that happens. For you to be a good team, you gotta go through this.
But has Callahan shown you anything? He hasn't shown offensively. They haven't looked good. He doesn't look like a quarterback whisperer. Obviously, he's not a defensive mind. So to me, if you can't do what we hired you to do, get that out of here.
But the issue is, okay, so you move on from this coach, right, with a bad team. You get another coach in here, they'll probably do the same thing. Like, when is it ever where a team is so bad, right, and nothing changes? It's still young, inexperienced quarterback. They're going to be a bad team. I like the route, well, okay, let's try every option we can do. And let's give every chance we can give.
Yeah.
And you see what your quarterback looks like after next year and then make that move. Like with Justin Fields. They did all that with Justin Fields to find out, you know what? He's not that good. So now we know. But what happens if you get rid of a guy so fast or get rid of a coach so fast, you never really know.
Yeah.
Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, I feel like in football, I don't know if it's in all sports, but football, like everything is so quick. It's like, you got to be good today.
Now, yeah.
That's not what it is.
Yeah.
Look at Baker Mayfield. Look at Sam Darnold.
I guess the problem
Dudes
is
went years.
But I guess the problem is, I think about Baker Mayfield early on.
He probably a little better than him early on.
You know what I mean?
But let's go to Sammy.
But the dilemma with Sammy is Todd Bowles was a coach. If you're a defensive coordinator and you got a bad quarterback, I'll give you more grace. When Robert Saleh couldn't figure out Zach Wilson, you're a defensive coach. You're fine. When DeMeco Ryans figured out C.J. Stroud, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But if you're an offensive coach, if your quarterback sucks, what the hell are you here for? Ben Johnson has helped figure out Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
They've won 3 straight games.
That's a good point, though.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you're an offensive coach and your offense is bad, you know, what's it? Schottenheimer. Cowboys defense sucks.
Yeah.
But Dak is playing as well as he's ever
And
played.
Shotty is calling some plays. He don't get no credit.
Correct.
He calling some plays.
Correct.
He's dialing it up.
You like Shotty?
Nah, I like Shotty now. Yeah,
I like it.
it.
I like it. I like it.
Nah, I do. I like him. Nah, anyway. You speak about the quarterbacks and coming in and whatnot. I think the conversation should be about quarterback development. We got this tweet from Adam Schefter. The last 4 quarterbacks taken number 1 overall in the NFL draft have had their head coach fired during their rookie campaign. Trevor Lawrence with Urban Meyer, Bryce Young, Frank Wright, Caleb Williams with Matt Eberflus. Get him off my team too. And Cam Ward with Brian Callahan. My question is, all of these number 1 picks get thrown under the bus, and all these other quarterbacks that go to better situations get praised. The real conversation, in my opinion, is these are system quarterback. Like, I'm sorry, your quarterback, unless you were Lamar Jackson, is normally a system quarterback.
Yeah.
You have to go to a system that's good enough, and these guys, they don't have it. They don't have an opportunity to go shine.
But you know, half the time.
I don't know about that.
Talk to me. Talk about it, 2-5.
You think Jaden Daniels is a system quarterback?
He's playing for Cliff Kingsbury.
Cliff
Kingsbury's
that's a
never.
good point.
I don't give.
Because Kingsbury gonna have good cues.
Yeah.
I think Jaden Daniels is awesome. I think he's great.
I'm listening. There's some quarterbacks that's gonna be good. Like this is gonna be good. I always say that. Like there's some quarterbacks or there's some players. What does it say? Oh yeah, good players are gonna be good players, and in really good systems, they're gonna be great players. You get what I'm saying?
Here's where I
Good
disagree.
players. Yo, I played with Buffalo when we wasn't this Buffalo, and I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah, but here's where I disagree with you. If you're talking about full-grown German Shepherds, check. But if you're talking about rookies, hell no. I don't know that rookies are always going to be good regardless of where they are. If Shady's talking about 3, 4, 5-year players, hell yeah.
I mean, let's even look at your
But
Eagles.
but rookies take time to be good. I don't care who the coach
But
is.
we're talking about
Okay.
we're talking about rooks.
Let's
talking about
look
rooks?
at your Eagles though. How did the Eagles offense look with Shane Steichen versus with Brian Johnson versus with Kellen Moore versus now with Kevin Patullo? It's
night and day.
It's night and
But
day.
hold on.
That's just
Another
crazy.
thing is like with the Eagles, since it's my team that I really watch all the time. A lot of these coaches that come in with the Eagles, that's not their offense. Like we keep talking about Kellen Moore. That wasn't Kellen Moore's real offense. If you really watch Kellen Moore, did the Eagles' offense look like his normal offense?
Not completely, no.
No,
not completely.
No, you got to change it for who your players are. No, I'm just saying, like you know what I mean, like I don't care who the coordinator is. If you go to the Ravens, you probably gonna run the ball. You got Derrick Henry back there. You got Lamar- You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
But we have seen. I think you can help elevate. That's all I will say is I do believe you can help elevate.
Okay.
You can like Greg Roman. He got Lamar to a point. Todd Monken, it did look different. It did look to a degree totally different because now he's running 4 wide receiver sets. Greg Roman, 2 tight ends, fullbacks all the time. But Care Bear, what else you got, bro?
Look, we got to talk about bad quarterback play and bad quarterback pressers. That's what. Let's talk about the Dolphins. Mike McDaniel had his press availability this week, and he said after a loss as a franchise quarterback, that's not the form to displace that. I think he knows that now. I do honestly believe there was no ill intention. He's saying this after Tua threw some teammates under the bus for missing a players-only meeting. You guys give Tua a pass for these comments, or do you kind of agree with Mike McDaniel that that's not really the forum for?
Tua's got his back against the wall. And when people get desperate, they start doing different things. When people get desperate, they start acting out of character. Tua knows the whole world is pointing at him right now, saying it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. But Tua's like, bro, hold on now. Tua he like Adam in the garden. Hey, God, that woman you gave me, it's on Eve. You know what I mean? Like, Tua realizes everybody is pointing at him, and he's like, no. It was some players that skipped the players-only meeting. I know that I'm the quarterback, but what about them? They didn't show up to the players-only meeting. Tua's scared. He's scared because if the Miami Dolphins give up on him, who else is going to go make him their franchise quarterback? Tua understands that right now as a quarterback, you get all the blame. And Tua's like, I don't want all the blame. I'm going to blame somebody else. So I understand where it came from. I can't fully give him a pass, but 2-5, I do understand where it came from.
Is that what Adam did?
Snitching.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even dry snitching.
Yeah.
Adam was just
snitching.
like, it was that woman you gave me. I ain't.
It was her. I'm fine.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, this is a sucker move for me. I'm not really big Tua fan like that, especially now. Like you the quarterback, you the captain of the team, and you telling the media about your teammates. I ain't talking about Tua.
Yeah.
And then the head coach. I mean, like the thing is, when you have a good team, the head coach is the captain, right? And he sends his messages down through the players and through the coaches, right? I don't see no messages being sent from McDaniel. I don't see none. I remember when I first seen his first press conference. I'm like, yo, is this a really good coordinator or is this a head coach? You joking and laughing? Come on, man. Like,
ain't nothing funny anymore.
The whole thing in the 305 is a whole joke.
Yeah.
It's a whole joke.
Yeah.
We all should just go to live on Sunday instead of going to the Sunday game and watch them play. It's a whole joke down there.
Where's Magic City? Is it in the 305 too?
No, that's Atlanta. It's Atlanta.
What they got in the 305?
Miami, you got
Let's see if he knows. Let's see.
you got Booby Trap.
Oh, wow.
Booby trap.
Quite the title.
Yeah.
It's quite the title. Hello.
Yeah, no, Booby
All these
Trap
years I
crazy.
say booty trap. Like booty,
Yeah.
but it's
Booby.
It's
Like
Booby.
Yeah, Booby.
Okay, what else they got?
Yeah. They got 11. It's like the giant one. It's like the biggest one.
Oh, he be outside.
I don't be out there. But yeah.
11
He
is
saw it on
nice.
TikTok.
Yeah, nah. What's
And
up?
Tootsie's is a
Tootsie's,
legend.
yeah, Tootsie's is crazy.
Hey man, let me not.
Calm down, Shady.
that's crazy.
Calm
That's
down.
crazy.
bro. Shady having daydreams. Care Bear Shady literally just went to a
did.
place.
He put himself there.
He just went to a place right now. Come back, Shady.
No, he
Come
put
back.
himself there.
Relax.
We
I'm
also
back.
had a tweet here about keeping the Dolphins from Joe Shad from Ian Rappaport, actually. From my understanding, it would take something significant for the Miami Dolphins to move on from the head coach. They just extended the head coach that Stephen Ross really likes and believes in. The Dolphins want this to work and believe it will work. Should Mike McDaniel stay? I think it's either Tua or Mike McDaniel if you're not going to get rid of both of them.
It's impossible. The reason Mike McDaniel can't stay is because players do not respect him. And I know players do not respect him because if you call a players only meeting, even if you don't respect the player, you'll show up because you respect the coach. You'll show up because you respect the organization. I know they don't respect Tua because they didn't show up. But even if you respect the coach, they would have at least shown up because of the respect they have for the organization. Furthermore, if McDaniel couldn't do something by now, what leads you to believe he'll be able to do it? Tyreek Hill's a top 10 wide receiver in the history of the National Football League. He's not coming back, at least if he does come back, he's not coming back as good as he was. And remember, the Dolphins might not even extend him. So I think Mike McDaniel has to go. I think McDaniel is a much better offensive coordinator than he is a head coach. Yeah. And we see that all the time. Chip Kelly, much better offensive coordinator than he is a head coach. Yeah. Mike McDaniel, a phenomenal offensive mind. Deebo Samuel, I think we can say this now that he's no longer part of the Niners. He came up to me after McDaniel left. And he said, McDaniel's the reason I went off. He was like, Mike McDaniel's the one. Remember, Deebo Samuel had a 2,100, I think, all-purpose season, 1,400 receiving, 600 rushing. He was an all-pro that year. That was Mike McDaniel's last year for the Niners. And Deebo said, McDaniel was the dude. Like, McDaniel was the hidden gem. And then McDaniel left, and you saw Deebo Samuel didn't experience the same success. So I think Mike McDaniel is a boy genius. I think he's a phenomenal offensive coordinator, not a great head coach.
You know, I'll just say this, man. Everybody goes to this in relationships, with friendships. Some badass kids, you know, the parents gotta. Sometimes you gotta give people their walking papers. Give him his walking papers.
Yeah,
it's time for him to go.
It's about time. It's
right,
about time.
Yeah, come on, and come to Philadelphia. We'll take you as a good coordinator.
Hello,
Not a head coach.
Hi,
but a coordinator though. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. Give him walking papers.
Yeah, y'all are sick. Y'all are absolutely sick. Well, talking about people leaving the game. Well, in a positive way, I guess, ish. Za'Darius Smith announced his retirement from the NFL after 11 seasons. Midway through the season for the Eagles. Are the Eagles in trouble, Shady?
Go ahead, Duval.
Given this departure.
Go ahead, Duval.
Oh, nah. And I respect him, though. Really good player, had a great career.
Y'all are hurting for pass rushers.
He got a nice, he got a nice young lady or girlfriend, whatever. He's doing a lot of good stuff outside of football. So sometimes you just know when it's time to go. And it's time for him to go. He's seen enough. I'm happy he came to Philadelphia. Experience, what championships will look like. So, happy for everyone's retirement. But we're not in bad shape. He's a little older. We didn't get the young Za'Darius when he was really
Eagles are in gigantic trouble. Shady just sitting here mouthing nonsensical nonsense.
Oh wow!
Has showing him some love.
First off, shout out to Za'Darius because Shady's exactly right. But if we're being real about the Eagles, you don't have pass rushers right now. Nolan Smith was supposed to be the pass rusher. He's hurt. Za'Darius Smith was supposed to be the pass rusher. He's retired. Quinyon Mitchell, he was hurt last game, so how's he doing? Andrew Makuba's having way too many rookie moments as it is. In coverage right now, he's not grading out well at all, making mental errors, missing open field tackles. So Makuba's having rookie moments in the secondary. Cornerback Quinyon Mitchell's hurt. And then when Quinyon Mitchell's healthy, you still have a question mark at outside cornerback, and you do not have any edge rushers that are making a significant impact. The Eagles' pass rush has gone down, down, down the last 3 years. You got people begging for Brandon Graham to come back. Eagles are in gigantic trouble because between the offensive line issues, the lack of a pass rush, the depletion at cornerback, and a question mark at safety because Makuba's still young and having rookie moments, the Eagles actually have a lot of holes, and they're not nearly as good of a team as we realize. Forget the record. The Eagles just aren't as good anymore on paper. Landon Dickerson, he's been hurt. Cam Jurgens, he's been dealing with his back. Keely Ringo, cornerback position question mark. Adoree Jackson, cornerback position question mark. Makuba, question mark at safety. Nolan Smith, hurt. Za'Darius Smith, retired. The Eagles are just actually in a lot of trouble. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say, man, and how we trust.
That's true.
You think how we gonna sit here and listen to what you saying and not do nothing about it? We're going to get some trades, some free agents. We're going to do something. We're going to do something. We the Eagles.
Send AJ somewhere for somebody.
But the problem, no Shady, is like, and Howie hits way more than he misses. But I think we're starting to see a couple of the errors Howie made. He didn't retain Isaiah Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers goes to the Minnesota Vikings, and he's having a phenomenal season. You don't return Darius Slay. Darius Slay goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's battling up and down with some injuries, but he would have been an upgrade. Howie Roseman doesn't make the necessary decisions at the edge rusher position. Brandon Graham, he walks out the door, retires. Josh Sweat, he walks out the door to the Arizona Cardinals, and now you rely completely on Nolan Smith, and he gets hurt.
That's how it works, huh? Dang, you could freaking make all threes and make all these shots, and you missed 2 in a row, and now that's what we get.
Only in the NFL. That's the problem. Like in the NFL, if you do make 1 or 2 wrong decisions, all of a sudden, it's glaring.
Can we just see what happens? Because I know in a couple of weeks you're gonna be saying something different. Because how are we gonna make some moves?
No, Shady, remember, I've always said the cornerback position is a question mark. Opposite Quinyon, I've always said that. I don't think there's any fixing of that.
I think we should have kept Chauncey Gardner.
He's back. Where's he at? He's on practice squad for the Ravens.
The Ravens, yeah.
We should have kept him because like the DNA for the Eagles was him.
Yeah.
Right. Like who's gonna keep guys in check though? When guys got in line, who's gonna check them? Right. The first game of the year, our best defensive player, right? He spits on Dak.
Yeah.
Spits on Dak.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And I feel like if CJ was there, it probably wouldn't have went like that because he can control enough. You got guys you respect in the locker room. Okay. I might go crazy, but maybe he can calm me down. And then another thing is like the way we play. We wasn't that physical last game against the Giants. Against 2 rookies. Missing tackles, not tackling them. Right? I think CJ would set the tone.
The problem is
the Philly way.
Yeah, the problem is CJ's run himself out of way too many organizations. Clearly, there's more to it than just ball.
Yeah, but I disagree when like, yo, we won a championship. Listen, one thing about football, players can do all type of crazy stuff.
Yep.
Coaches do all type of crazy stuff. But when you win games, and when you win a championship, we look the other way.
Yeah, that's good. But here's what you know. Howie Roseman's ego is probably bigger than anybody I've ever come in contact with. And Howie's great at his job, so he's earned that ego.
Everybody keeps saying that. I don't see
Howie's ego is crazy. Remember, the Eagles went to the Super Bowl with Chauncey. Howie lets Chauncey walk. Eagles go 10-6. Eagles would get Chauncey back. They go win the Super Bowl. Howie trades Chauncey. So clearly there's much more to it than just paper and then just what happens on the field. So I think the Eagles maybe would have been better with Chauncey. I also just think Makuba has to get better.
Yeah.
He's not bad, though.
He's not. He's just a rookie. He's just a rookie.
He's Nigerian too?
No, I think some other African country. Went to Texas, though.
Yo, I don't lie.
He went to Texas, though.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
He's got the African immigrants, man. I'll be out there.
I don't care about where you come from. Can you play? He pretty good, but real quick.
Yeah, he play.
The Nigerians, y'all taking over, man. Y'all trying to make y'all boy.
Say, we've been trying, bruh.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been trying. Oh, okay. Well, okay. But y'all doing good now. I'm saying y'all doing good now. Now y'all doing good.
Shady, we had the Nigerian nightmare running back 25 years ago.
Oh, for the Chiefs?
Yeah.
He was cool. He was nice. He was, he was good.
He was all right.
He wasn't like elite. But he was good.
Yeah, he had an elite nickname, though. Nigerian Nightmare.
Nigerian
Nightmare.
No, he was nice. He's strong and all that. But him
and Kamara Usman,
Chris.
same thing.
His real name is Chris.
Yeah, Christian Okoye.
Yeah, I know these dudes. I know these guys.
There you go. We do have a super chat from Malik Aiken.
Super chat.
$10 super chat. Wanted to shout out his Falcons. He said Drake went off for 158 in a
Bro.
tug too. Also, we have the number 1 defense in the NFL right now. No team has gone over 300 yards on us. Yes,
Yeah.
Bajan is our bell cow,
Yeah.
but we're becoming a much more complete team. Hashtag rise up.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong. He's not wrong
Just
at all.
tough you're in Baker Mayfield's division.
You know what's great? It's weird. It's just a weird year of NFL. But the Falcons defense is good, and thank God Raheem Morris is a coach, former defensive coordinator. If your defense wasn't good, he got to go. What you got, Care Bear?
Yeah, no. Speaking of being a weird year in the NFL, it's time we get a coach some damn credit around here. Sitting at 5-1. Are we getting a slow clap for them? They're 5-1 for the first time since 2009.
Shady, we're clapping.
Shane Steichen
Shady, we're clapping.
finally looks like the coach that they wanted to hire. That offense is humming. Jonathan Taylor, one of the best running backs in the entire league right now.
What? Shady, you've had problems all
What's
day.
up, man? What's wrong
Just
with
a problematic day for LaShawn.
They're great. They're doing great right now.
Golly.
Like, why are we not talking more about Jonathan Taylor, though?
He's not the
Like, you know
quarterback?
what I'm saying? Like, why are we not talking about him enough? He's the one really carrying this thing.
Oh, come on, Shady. Come on.
What?
Daniel Jones has been great.
See what I'm saying?
No, I didn't say elite. He's been
That's
great.
what I'm saying.
Come on, Shady.
Because he's been so sorry for all these years, and he's finally having 6 good games,
my
right? And now we want to talk about when Jonathan Taylor been carrying it. Go to his stats.
Shady, Daniel Jones, 8 touchdowns on the year,
I
only
know.
3 picks.
I know. What about all the picks he had in New York? Go to
Jonathan Taylor is currently first in the league in carries, rushing, and touchdowns.
But we don't talk about that.
For Shady's.
5 yards in carry. We're not talking about it.
Yeah. No,
But we want to talk
fair.
about things. That's why I'm so sick of these quarterbacks. I'm sick of them, yo. Real quick. Yesterday we talked about this. Justin Herbert had a great play. But the better play was the wide receiver taking a 2-yard route, shaking a guy, stopping a dime, going 60 yards to win the game, and nobody said a word about him. You know what they talked about? Justin Herbert. The Colts defense is playing phenomenal. And the best player on the whole entire team, his name is Jonathan Taylor. You know what? Nobody talks about him. You know what they talk about? Daniel Jones.
Can I tell you why?
Sickening, yo.
Can I tell you why?
Dude been bad for. He had 6 good games his whole career.
Can I tell him why?
And we want to talk about him.
He just doesn't want to listen
I
to
ain't
it.
sold yet, bruh.
Daniel Jones got 4 rushing touchdowns, Shady, plus he got 8 passing touchdowns. Bro, we 6 weeks into the season, he got 12 touchdowns and only 3 picks.
So
Come
we
on,
go,
man.
So you go to the
Come
game,
on,
right?
man.
Okay, you play defense. You smart.
Yep.
Who you going to stop?
Jonathan Taylor, of course.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
But here's what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
If Anthony Richardson was a quarterback, the Colts would probably be 2-4.
We're not talking about him, Acho.
We have to talk
We
about
talking
him.
about. We talking about when you play the Colts. Who are you worried about?
Who's more important to the success of the team? Because Jonathan Taylor's been there for about 5 years now. Who's more important? See, he got quiet, Care Bear. He got quiet. He got
I'm saying
quiet.
you got my man playing with the barrel of the bum quarterbacks.
Yeah.
What's he supposed to do?
But he's not been bummy this year.
Yeah.
Can you at
look,
least
man,
give him a
really
slow
good this
clap?
year.
This is what I'm gonna tell you.
Can you at least give him a slow clap?
Unlike y'all,
Please.
No, stop clapping, please. You're a visitor. Don't clap.
Yeah.
Unlike all of y'all, right? I don't get super happy about getting a girl's phone number.
Okay.
It's not what I do.
So what's the
I don't get super duper happy because I had a job interview and they thinking about hiring me full time. You know what I'm saying? That's not me.
So when do you get happy?
That's not me.
When do you get happy
when
then?
I get that contract, when I get her number and we go to not the first base, but we go to the home base. I go to first, second, and then I go to third base. That's not get happy.
Do you not get happy?
That's not get
What
happy.
about second, Shady? You got to get happy at second base.
Happy about second base. Come on, man. Anybody get to second base? I want to score a home run, and that's the difference. You guys in the room, y'all get happy about the simplest stuff. Yes, he's playing good for 6 weeks. Yes, he is.
A number's important.
That's why, you know
Playing
what
good
it
for
is.
6
That's
weeks
why I always say
is
this,
tough.
man. Resumes matter. If I would have just been content about having a good year, I might not even been in this situation. Y'all be so happy about 6 games, 7 games. It's terrible. It's embarrassing. That's why guys don't get better. Because us on TV, we clap so much. He's doing a great job. They get satisfied. It's the truth. If Dan Jones tomorrow goes back to being what we know him to be best as a bum, would you be surprised?
No.
No. So let him earn it. Let him keep playing well. I want to keep seeing him do it. Don't give him the flowers yet. Shit, get the guys flowers already.
Hold on. Then how come after a year and 4 games, Jaden Daniels, you got pom-poms out? How come?
My man, the first time we ever seen him play in the NFL, he takes his team all the way to the NFC Championship game. What I supposed to say about it?
I've never seen my team go to the NFC Championship.
But you keep saying
this man, how old are you?
I'm 27.
He's never even seen his team there. Never seen him there. The Cowboys never seen it. Dang. Dak Prescott been there for all them years.
Dang.
And playing MVP caliber football, he's never even seen that.
You never seen
Dan
it?
Jones did something we never seen.
Yeah, you're right.
What are we talking about here?
You're right.
You guys read all these books.
I do. I read a
and
lot
you
of
have
them.
all these uncomfortable conversations with all these smart people.
Yeah.
And then some reason your eyes don't always work. And you got them thick ass glasses on. Come on, man. Let Daniel Jones earn it. Please.
Wow.
Please.
Well, on that note, man. That was a rant. It's time to get out of here, man.
Time to get out the bar.
Let's go ahead and get to last call, fellas. that was an all-timer by Shady right there.
I got an announcement. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I got a Speakeasy announcement. We got James Jones in the building tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Wait.
We got
James Jones. Oh, actually, hold on. There is one super chat. There's one super chat I didn't get to. There's one super chat I didn't get to though. But before we get out of here,
What's her name?
It was Jack Ballard. Jack Ballard had a $20 super chat. He said, "Who do you guys have winning every division?" He said, "I miss Shady bullying James Jones."
Wait. I don't condone bullying. James is my dog. It's my brother. All right.
Who we got winning every division?
Every division.
Jack, we'll answer that. That's a hard question to answer right now.
That's a lot. That's
No. You won't answer that. Mr. 6 games, MVPs, and all that. Why not?
Who we got winning every division?
All right, so we'll go NFC North.
Yeah. There you go.
Lions.
East.
Eagles.
All right, South. Probably
Gotta go Baker. You love Baker.
Bucks.
Okay. West.
Rams.
Okay. And then AFC North.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
East.
Bills.
Okay. West.
That's the tough one.
No, it ain't.
Yeah.
No, it ain't. Who been winning it for the last 10 years?
It's not tough anymore.
You
They
think
look
Chiefs?
good again. I think the Chiefs are walking that to it. Yeah.
All right. I mean, the Chargers got the tiebreaker.
Man.
That's cool. Right now.
Dude.
Yeah.
They play him again.
What your eyes tell you?
Okay.
Chargers, they holding on with one leg.
Facts.
AFC,
Chargers
what's the
hurt.
last one?
South. AFC South. Colts.
That's the tough one. Jags.
Colts and Jags right there.
Jags.
We know the Titans and Texans out of it.
Oh,
Not yet. Texans rattled off 2 in a row.
Yeah, Texans are, I guess, still in the
They're
conversation.
They're turning the corner.
You know the hard part is like
I don't know. I'm going Colts.
Daniel Jones or
Trevor Lawrence.
Let's just watch like 2. That's like a turtle and a squirrel fighting. Like it's just gonna be. You never know.
Yeah. Reese also had a super chat about the
What up,
Panthers
Reese?
that I'm not reading. Anyway, let's go ahead and get up out of here. Last call, Acho. You want to go ahead and?
Nah, I just said James Jones. James Jones in the building tomorrow. Y'all know what time it is. We're live 11:15 Pacific. Hey, shout out to y'all for making this part of y'all nightly routine. Like people scrolling on Snapchat and on Twitter and on, but y'all just come hang and speak easy.
Yeah.
Like, that's the place to be.
Come chill with us.
Wait, why
man.
you didn't read the last one though?
I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Panthers, man.
What Reese say?
Come on, dog.
He said Orlovsky said the Panthers had a #1 offensive line. Panthers D held A-Chain and the Dolphins to 20 rushing yards. Jamison Williams and the Cowboys to 31. If Bryce avoids turnovers, how far can the Panthers go?
Wait, who?
That's a big if.
And who said?
It's with Reese. It was Reese.
No,
Or two.
who he said?
He's like Dan Orlovsky.
He said Dan Orlovsky said that.
Oh, that's your first
They're
mistake.
the #1 offensive line. They got Rico Dowdle going crazy right now, though. So their offensive line and defensive line
Might just get
are
hit with a
cooking.
Rigo.
Yeah, no. It's been crazy. But yeah, I don't want to answer no Panthers questions. That's in the past. We're not the same team we were 24 hours ago.
What time we on tomorrow?
We are on here at 8:15 Pacific, 11:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have James Jones back in the building.
James Jones in the
James
building.
Jones back in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, that bell button to be notified when we're going live next time. For Care Bear Kieran, for LaShawn McCoy, for Emmanuel Acho, for all the beautiful people in the back. Make some noise! Yeah! Appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see you guys next time in the Speakeasy.
Right.
Peace.
Where's the wisdom? If you don't get a number on the first night.